Out there beyond the familiar blue of our sky lies a realm of silent guardians and hidden dangers. This is the asteroid belt, a vast cosmic junkyard between Mars and Jupiter. Millions of asteroids call this place home. Some are small, like pebbles. Others are colossal. The universe is dynamic, full of cosmic events that can disrupt even the most stable systems. A cosmic event could nudge an asteroid out of orbit, sending it hurtling towards Earth. Imagine this. Astronomers around the world are peering through their telescopes. They are looking out for signs of danger, their eyes scanning the night sky. Suddenly they see it. A previously unknown asteroid on a direct collision course with Earth. This isn't just any asteroid, it's a behemoth, a mountain of rock and ice hurtling towards us at unimaginable speeds. Panic spreads through the scientific community. The news, impossible to contain, quickly becomes a global phenomenon. Fear and uncertainty grip the world. The clock is ticking. Every second brings this celestial harbinger of chaos closer to home. Asteroids. These celestial wanderers are more than just space rocks. They are echoes of creation, remnants of a time when our solar system was young. Imagine a swirling cloud of gas and dust, the birthplace of planets. Most of this material formed the Sun and the planets we know today. But some of it remains scattered, untouched. These cosmic crumbs are the asteroids. Each one is a time capsule holding secrets about the early solar system. Most asteroids reside in the asteroid belt, a region between Mars and Jupiter. Held in place by the gravitational pull of our Sun and Jupiter, they orbit in a delicate balance. Imagine a cosmic dance with millions of partners swirling around a massive ballroom. Most of the time, this dance continues without incident, but occasionally collisions occur. Two asteroids, their paths intersecting, smash into each other. These cosmic fender benders can send smaller fragments like shrapnel from an explosion, careening off in unpredictable directions. Some of these fragments, influenced by the gravitational pull of nearby planets, may find themselves on new trajectories. Their paths, once stable and predictable, become erratic and potentially dangerous. And sometimes, these new paths intersect with Earth's orbit. Thankfully, we are not defenseless in this cosmic shooting gallery. Around the world, astronomers are constantly scanning the skies. These dedicated scientists are our first line of defense against asteroid threats. They use powerful telescopes to search for any objects that might pose a danger to Earth. When they spot something unusual, they sound the alarm. During a routine observation, alarm bells rang. A young astronomer noticed something strange. An uncatalogued object was moving fast, too fast. Her heart pounded as she ran the calculations. The results sent chills down her spine. A massive asteroid was on a collision course with Earth. She alerted her colleagues, and the news spread. The asteroid, 2024 DA1, became the focus. Telescopes tracked its every move. Data confirmed the calculations. 2024 DA1 was on a collision course with Earth. The question was no longer if, but when. The day arrived, etched in the annals of history as a day of unprecedented disaster. The predicted time window narrowed to mere minutes as 2024 DA1, a celestial leviathan, entered Earth's atmosphere. It was a sight both mesmerizing and terrifying. The asteroid, a fiery streak against the blue canvas of the sky, blazed brighter than 1,000 suns, casting an eerie, otherworldly glow across the planet. The air crackled with static as the asteroid, heated by friction, began to break apart. Smaller fragments, trailing plumes of fire, turned into a shower of meteors, streaking across the sky with terrifying speed. The ground trembled beneath as the sonic boom, a deafening roar that circled the globe, shattered windows and triggered car alarms. For those unfortunate enough to be near the impact zone, there was little time to react. The primary impact, a cataclysmic event that released more energy than thousands of nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously, occurred in the Pacific Ocean. The ocean floor, unable to withstand the colossal force, buckled and heaved, creating a chasm miles wide. The water displaced by the impact rose up in monstrous walls, forming tsunamis of unimaginable scale. These walls of water, moving at the speed of jetliners, raced outwards from the impact zone, swallowing entire coastlines in their wake. Coastal cities, caught in the path of these relentless waves, were reduced to rubble in an instant. Millions, unable to escape the onrush of water, were swept away, their cries swallowed by the deafening roar of the sea. The impact sent shockwaves through the Earth's crust, triggering earthquakes and volcanic eruptions on a global scale. Fault lines, dormant for centuries, awakened with terrifying force, unleashing earthquakes that toppled buildings and shattered infrastructure. Volcanoes, long silent, roared back to life, spewing molten lava, ash and toxic gases into the atmosphere. The planet, shaken to its core, reeled from the impact, its delicate ecosystems thrown into chaos. Wildfires, ignited by the heat of the impact and fueled by the dry vegetation, raged across continents, consuming everything in their path. The air, thick with smoke and ash, turned a sickly yellow, making it difficult to breathe. The world, as we knew it, was coming to an end. In the immediate aftermath of the impact, a chilling silence descended upon the Earth. The initial shock and awe gave way to a desperate struggle for survival. Communication networks, crippled by the impact, were down, leaving billions in the dark about the fate of loved ones and the extent of the devastation. Governments around the world, struggling to cope with the scale of the disaster, issued frantic warnings and initiated evacuation procedures. But for many, it was already too late. Hospitals, overwhelmed with the injured and dying, struggled to cope with the sheer number of casualties. Food and water in short supply became precious commodities. The fabric of civilization, strained to its breaking point, began to unravel. Yet even in the face of unimaginable devastation, the human spirit endured. The initial impact was just the opening act of a global tragedy. The real enemy, insidious and silent, revealed itself in the days and weeks that followed. Trillions of tons of pulverized rock, ash and soot from the impact and the ensuing wildfires were injected into the atmosphere. This dense shroud, a dark curtain drawn across the sky, blotted out the sun, plunging the Earth into an extended twilight. The temperature, once life-sustaining, began to plummet. Each passing day grew colder, the warmth of the sun a distant memory. The seasons, once a comforting rhythm of nature, dissolved into an endless winter. The delicate balance of the Earth's climate, disrupted by the impact, had tipped into a state of chaos, ushering in a new era of unimaginable cold and darkness. The global ecosystem, intricately interconnected and reliant on the sun's life-giving energy, began to unravel. Plants, starved of sunlight, withered and died, their photosynthesis halted. Crops failed, leading to widespread famine. Herbivores, their food source decimated, succumbed to starvation, their carcasses littering the desolate landscape. Carnivores, facing their own dwindling prey, resorted to desperate measures, their hunger driving them to madness. The oceans, too, felt the impact. The lack of sunlight disrupted the delicate balance of marine life. Phytoplankton, the base of the oceanic food chain, died off in massive numbers, their demise sending shockwaves through the entire ecosystem. Fish populations crashed, coral reefs bleached and died, and the once teeming oceans became silent and barren. The impact was a selective apocalypse, favouring those species best adapted to survive in a world of darkness and cold. Deep-sea creatures, accustomed to the frigid, lightless depths, fared better than their surface-dwelling counterparts. Some insects, fungi and microorganisms able to withstand extreme conditions found ways to thrive in this altered environment. But for many species, including humans, survival became a daily struggle. The lucky few who had found refuge in underground bunkers or other sheltered locations faced dwindling supplies and the psychological toll of confinement. The world outside, a hostile and unforgiving place, offered little hope for a return to normalcy. The impact had not only reshaped the planet, but also the course of evolution, leaving behind a world forever changed. Generations later, long after the impact, the Earth began its slow, arduous recovery. The dust settled, the skies cleared, and the sun once again bathed the planet in its warmth. The planet healed, scarred but resilient, its ecosystems slowly rebuilding. New life, adapted to the changed environment, emerged from the ashes of the old. But the memory of the impact lingered, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the ever-present dangers lurking in the cosmos. The event served as a cautionary tale, passed down through generations, a testament to the destructive power of nature and the importance of safeguarding our planet. The impact had forever altered the course of history, leaving behind a legacy of loss, adaptation, and a newfound appreciation for the preciousness of life. The human spirit, though battered, was not broken. The will to survive, a flame that burns brightest in the face of adversity, flickered amidst the ruins. Survivors, scattered and isolated, emerged from their shelters, their eyes greeted by a world both familiar and utterly alien. The air, once thick with smoke and ash, had cleared, revealing a sky scarred by the memory of the impact. The task ahead was daunting. Rebuilding a civilization from the ashes, under a sky forever changed, seemed an impossible feat. But humanity throughout its history had faced down impossible odds and emerged, scarred but stronger, from the crucible of hardship. The impact had been a brutal wake-up call, a cosmic reminder of our vulnerability. Never again, humanity vowed, would we be caught unprepared. A new era dawned, one defined by a heightened awareness of the cosmos and our place within it. Space agencies, once focused on exploration and discovery, now prioritized planetary defense. Telescopes, more powerful than ever before, scanned the heavens, their vigilant gaze searching for any potential threat to our pale blue dot. Early warning systems, linked by a global network of communication satellites, promised precious time to react, to deflect, to survive. The lessons learned from the impact, etched in the memory of the survivors, were passed down through generations, a solemn reminder of the fragility of our existence. Protecting Earth from future impacts became a global imperative, transcending national borders and political ideologies. Scientists and engineers, working together in a spirit of unprecedented cooperation, developed an arsenal of planetary defense strategies. Some, like kinetic impactors, aimed to alter an asteroid's trajectory by striking it with a high-speed projectile, like a game of Cosmic Billiards. Others explored the use of gravity tractors, spacecraft that could gently nudge an asteroid off course over time using their own gravitational pull. Lasers, solar sails, and even nuclear options remained on the table, each with its own set of risks and rewards. The goal, always, was to find the most effective means of protecting our planet, our home, from the unforgiving realities of the cosmos. The impact ignited a new chapter in human history. The need to rebuild spurred technological innovation. Space exploration became a necessity for survival. Children inherited a world forever changed, where stars were reminders of beauty and danger. They learned about the heroes who rebuilt and protected them. Theirs was a future forged in the stars. The asteroid impact serves as a stark reminder of our precarious existence. We are but a small island of life in a vast cosmic ocean. The universe is beautiful but indifferent to our fate. It holds both wonders and dangers. The story of 2024 DA1 underscores the importance of space exploration. We must explore the cosmos to protect our planet. We are the guardians of this pale blue dot. It's our duty to ensure its survival.